and welcome back to Chit Chat with Thanky, where we do a little chit and we do a little chat. But before we get started, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Push that button, y'all. It's free. Chat with me. Y'all know I like to talk. And thank you to all my subscribers and my supporters. Y'all are helping me grow my family one person at a time. So thank you very much. Also, follow me on Instagram at Chitchatwithinky. Follow my daughter. She has a business, y'all, on Instagram, flame_unique, and follow her. And on her website, you can go and purchase stuff, flameunique.com. Flameunique.com. She has some really nice stuff. Ladies, you will love it. Fellas, hook your ladies up with some of that stuff, okay? So, today we will be doing Love and Merch Huntsville, y'all. We ain't gonna be long with this, but we're gonna cut into it a little something, okay? So, we start with Mel and Tiffany. Fake and phony laughs. The laughs was fake and phony to even start off with. I'm sorry. I'm no harm. I know a phony fake laugh when I hear it, okay? Tiffany was asking about Kimmy, and Mel was asking about Kimmy or whatever, and Tiffany was just telling Mel that her and Kimmy was in a good place. They had a conversation, they was chopping it up, everything was going well, boom, boom, bam, and then the storm comes in, right? We all know who that is, Stormy, okay? Tiffany says Stormy come in and pretty much starts her crap, okay? I don't really know Stormy. I haven't seen her in a couple of episodes. Maybe we'll get to see her this season at some point. I'm not sure. And Mel was saying that Stormy has strong vocals and she's very opinionated, which we can see, okay? There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that as long as you know what you're talking about, all right? Mel says she just want people to understand they don't have to get along to be cordial. So in other words, she's saying we all can go to a dinner party, not like each other, but long as we KeKe, hey girl, we good. So, but I thought in another episode, Mel said she don't like fake. She don't do fake, and that's not what she do. But now it's like, okay, we ain't got to like each other. We can just be cordial. I don't know. My thing is they all on the same show and they all have to tape together. So I guess that's what you got to do to make your coin, right? So Mel and Tiffany keep having another conversation, and Tiffany asks Mel about the book signing and like where were the children and where was she at? And Mel was like, well, I just found out about it like a day or two before the book signing. And it sounds to me that Tiffany did not believe it, because Tiffany like, it's you, Martell, and then there's the truth. And Mel like, wait a minute, I don't lie, so whenever I say something, it's the truth. Tiffany looked like she wasn't buying it. I do not know, okay, because Tiffany can be very shady. So Mel was telling her, like, I had a death in my family, and I took the kids with me. First of all, it was Mel's weekend. Martell knew that, okay? I really wish the kids could have been there for the book signing, but at the same time, you knew that it wasn't your weekend, so you can't do that. And Mel was saying, you know, sometimes when you are broken up with someone or you are divorced or what have you, people feel like they can still run your life in a sense. You see what I'm saying? When y'all have something that attaches y'all, they feel like they can dictate what it is you need to do or what it is you're going to do. And she's just not having it with Marcel no more. She said he's been very disrespectful throughout the years, so she just don't want to be bothered with it. So that's pretty much what it is. Anyway, so Mel was just saying, you know, that she is no more of that, okay? Martell pretty much did that throughout the marriage, and he ain't doing it now, because now she's a single woman. She'll make her own decision. She's gonna do what she want to do. He's not gonna dictate when, where, and how she does it, and I have to agree with that. But then they got into Tiffany far as her ex-husband, and I was just like, wow. I'm glad that Tiffany told her truth, but I was just like, wow. Like, this is for the first time since Tiffany been on this show that I've actually really felt her heart, y'all. Let's put it like that. She was saying how she did her first husband wrong. He passed away now. She did her first husband wrong because this man worked and worked and worked and worked, but it wasn't enough for her. And, you know, but she knew that she was the love of his life, but yet she still chose to break his heart because of her own selfish ways. And y'all, she cried about that. Let me tell you something. No matter what Tiffany do, that stays on her heart, and that stays in her conscience. It really does, because she knows that it just wasn't right. You know, like she said, he was her soulmate, but because he could not provide the way that she wanted to be provided for, she felt like it was not worth it. It is so many women who get into relationships with men that do the very best that they can, and they dog them. Let's just put it like that, seriously. And then they yell, where are the good men? Well, you just dogged one out, okay? It's not always about money. It's not always about money. Like she said, money can't buy you happiness. And she knows that now, but now it's just too late with her, with that particular man. It's not too late for her in life, because, you know, she's still living. But far as with him, he's gone. So it's just way too late for it now. I'm glad that she did realize the error of her ways and the selfishness that she possessed when it came down to him. And it's just, that was just really sad. But I've always felt like Tiffany wasn't a genuine person, but in this moment, I actually felt like she was a genuine person in this moment. And I appreciate her sharing her story with us, because believe it or not, you have a lot of women out here with that same story, you know. So I appreciate her for that. That was very, very heartfelt. But no, y'all, Mel made it no better. Mel rubbed it straight in. Here go Mel. She holler. So pretty much you just love, you just didn't love him because he was broke, and you broke his heart. And I'm like, Mel, you just packing it on. She already feel bad. And then you just say, well, you just broke the man's heart. And I'm like, oh my God. Lord, Mel. At that time, Mel, she just needed a hug, girl. She didn't need you to add on to the pain. She just needed a hug. Oh, Mel. Child, remind me not to never talk to you about my personal life, because you be done packed on the pounds instead of just hugging me. We want to go on to KeKe and Tisha. Tisha really, really, really looks at KeKe as a sister, y'all. And when they did the flashback, when KeKe was saying that she wouldn't be Tisha's friend if they, you know, if it was like a real life thing, she wouldn't be her friend. And Tisha said she didn't, like, it didn't bother her. It bothered her, because she literally looks at KeKe as a sister. She always says it. So KeKe was telling her, you know, usually after one good argument, I'll just wash my hands with a person. I'll let them go, and that's just the end. She said, but you know, Tisha, she told Tisha, she said, I would not wash my hands with you. You know I'm not washing my hands with you. Like, they go through what they go through, but I really believe there's some genuine love right there. I really, really do. First of all, they're married to brothers, honey. So y'all stuck together in one way or another, child. Y'all gonna see each other at the holiday cookouts or something if you don't see each other nowhere else. But Kimmy said that she happy Jesus blessed her with Maurice, child. And I'm happy for you, Kimmy. She really enjoyed her trip. She basically didn't even want to come back, and I don't blame her. Them birds driving me nuts, and she basically didn't want to come back. Maurice, on the other hand, is talking to Marcel, and Marcel, like, I saw you post your selfie on the gram. Yeah, he posted a selfie on the gram, Marcel. He ain't wait for you to do it this time for him. And Marcel was just asking about the trip, and Maurice was like, you know, I found out in this trip that Kimmy really liked to travel. How long have they been together? Because that's something he should have been known, that his wife likes to travel. And she was like, yeah, he was like, yeah, I found that out because she was doing some things, like some things in the bedroom. And Marcel, like, that's just like too much information for me. Like, that's my sister-in-law. I don't want to hear about that. Well, Marcel, that's why you asked. Child. How about keep it in the bedroom? I said, oh my God. But Maurice really didn't say nothing provocative. He was just saying that Kimmy laid it down, pretty much. Like he ain't never known she could, child. I said, Lord have mercy. Tisha was saying that Tisha was saying that blood ain't always thicker than mud. That's my first time ever hearing that. Yeah, that was my first time ever hearing it, but I'm not sure, child. So we got Marcel, Maurice, and Lou. They get together. They talking about, they have a drink. They talking about the Lou saying something about Marcel's marriage. We all know Marcel don't like no one to tell him anything about his marriage. They decided to apologize. Well, Lou apologized. Maurice had to squeeze a complete apology out of Marcel. If somebody have to squeeze an apology out of you, don't even apologize to me. If it is not genuine, if it's not heartfelt, and if it just didn't just come from your mouth, and somebody got to tell you to apologize to me, no, don't apologize. Just keep that. Just keep it, okay? I don't like half apologies. Don't even do it. And they had a whole conversation about transparency. And my thing is, Marcel was saying that Lou doesn't even know him. Like, they don't know each other. But Lou was saying that he'd been there since 1999. And they knew each other. And Marcel, like, well, you know of me. What is it? Do y'all know each other? Or do you not know each other? What is happening? At this point, child, if you didn't know each other before, you kind of know each other now. Whew, child. So he gave Lou a half apology that I would not have accepted, but okay, set yourself off then. You have Martel and Melnika. Child, these M's about to drive me nuts. So you got Marcel, Maurice, Melnika, Melody. Oh my God. Whew. So they talking or whatever, and she pretty much agreed that they need to only do events that have to deal with the children on the weeks that Martel has his children, which that should have been agreed upon on. They should have been known that. So she tells him, turn around, look at the wall. So on the wall is like his wine or something that's coming out, the sweet red premium wine or something that's coming out. Then I learned, because I didn't know, Martel has a cookbook coming out, child. Martel got cookbooks, children books, wines, exercise stuff going on, calendars. He's a model. Martel got a whole bunch of stuff going on. So from now on, they're going to do, make sure they are aware of the weeks that he had the children. He wants to change the front of his cover for his cookbook, because it's him in an apron, shirtless. And he was saying that he knows that husbands doesn't want their wives to have a cookbook with a man on the front of it that's shirtless. And okay, Martel, since when have you started to be respectful about having your clothes off? Because you've been naked in somebody else's bed for the last up 10 years, allegedly, past up 10 years. Now all of a sudden, you are worried about a man seeing your cookbook in his home with you shirtless? When have you ever worried about anybody seeing you shirtless, pantsless, or whateverless? I said, okay, Martell, I wanted to give you the benefit of the doubt, but you be flip-flopping too much. 1 minute you seem like you are coming along, coming around and understanding, and then the next minute you go off the deep end, child. So I'm gonna have to hold my my maturity level for you, because we're not gonna do this. Martell said that Melnika, her name trips me out. He said that she's been knowing him since high school, and her family knows his family, and they know the real Martell. Well, I'm gonna put it to you like this. Just because you know someone when they were a teenager or a child don't mean you know them as an adult. Period. Does not mean you know them as an adult. I can't tell you how many people that I known in school, high school and stuff, and I see them out on the street, child, completely different person. No. And they know the real Martell. Well, have we just been seeing the fake Martell? Because what we've been seeing seems to be pretty real, seems to be who you are. So, are we missing something, Martell? Tell us. Who's the real Martell? Will the real Martell please stand up? Okay, because damn. If that ain't you, then where are you? We've been looking at you on the TV screen for a couple years now. So, he wanted to do another wine tasting, and she said, well, like, who do you want there? So she wants to do it in Atlanta because everybody in Huntsville know him or whatever. And I knew it before he said ladies. I said it before he did. I said, when I was listening to it, I said, Martell wants some women there. And sure enough, Martell wanted women there. He said, about because you think of sexiness in the wine and sexy women. And I'm thinking, okay, so you want sexy women to taste your wine. So what about if they're not sexy women to you? They not allowed to taste your wine? Crazy self. So she told him, you got to stay out of the limelight in a negative way, because I'm tired of cleaning up your mess. Yeah, because they be acting like little boys instead of men. So I don't blame you, Melnika, for being tired of cleaning up his mess. So she told him right. So you got Tiffany and Stormy. Child, Lord have mercy. This is a conversation that shouldn't even been had, because they got nowhere. They was just these two were shady and messy at the same time. Okay. Stormy was pretty much saying, that she wanted to apologize for what she did when Tiffany was talking to Kimmy. So she said, she wanted to apologize, and Tiffany was like, okay, because you came off rude or whatever. And then Stormy said, yeah, what Stormy said, she wanted to apologize and get to know Tiffany outside of the ignorant comment she made. I said, here we go. She was not gonna let that fly. She like, yeah, I apologize to you with the ignorant comment you made. I was done. I said, these two are a mess. So they start talking about a little bit of our personal life, and I'm sorry, I get their names all confused. Tiffany was saying that, she was born into a woman, and did she say Alabama or something? The lady abandoned her. Now she's trying to find her biological father, and Tiffany's been through a lot, because I remember she mentioned that before. And then Stormy was saying that she had to go through different steps to have her baby, and she don't want any more children. And Tiffany asked why. She was like, because I almost died having my child. So I understand where she's coming from. She said she went through a lot, and that's scary, because the closest thing to death is giving birth to a baby. So I understand where she's coming from with that, but I'm glad that God blessed her with at least one. So Tiffany started talking, and she was talking, and she was talking, and she was talking. And Stormy was just like, and when she finally came back to, Stormy was like, I zoned out like 5 sentences ago. I couldn't do nothing but laugh. I said, oh my God, like, even if you zoned out 5 sentences ago, like, why would you tell her? Like, why wouldn't you just play it off? Why would you just play it off? Golly. So Tiffany was saying that she probably was she was tripping during our first conversation because she was tired, and Stormy said she was tripping because she was drunk. Child, they both blaming it on something else besides themselves. I said, okay, y'all full of crap. So Tiffany was saying that her and Lou want to have a baby, but she not sure. And then Stormy like, aren't you like 32, 33, 34, something like that? And Tiffany like, I'm 34. I had no idea Tiffany was only 34. I thought Tiffany was in her 40s. I honestly thought Tiffany was in her 40s. Tiffany is young, and I didn't know that. I'm like, Tiffany in her 30s? But she's in her 30s, y'all. So they agreed that they was gonna apologize to each other. But at the end, Tiffany asked Stormy, she like, so we good? Stormy said, we getting to know each other. It is what it is. I said, they had this whole conversation for that. The conversation was for y'all to become good. Stormy, what are you talking about? Tiffany like, huh? Like, what am I here for then? Yes, what are you there for, child, if y'all not good by the end of this conversation? So you got Tisha and KeKe. Okay, so apparently a conversation took place between Tisha, Martell, and Mel. Tisha apparently told Martell and Mel something about KeKe. And KeKe was very disturbed by that. She was not happy with that, and it bothered her. And Tisha thought that she had forgave her and got over it. But the thing is, when KeKe said to Tisha, you told Mel and Martell my personal business, Tisha said that she didn't say it. But then Tisha came back in the confessional and said that was 4 years ago, and I thought we had moved past that. So did you not say something personal about her to them, or did you say something personal to them about her? Like, what is happening? First she said she didn't say it, then she said she apologized for it. So I don't know. But Tisha was just like, well, let's just call it quits. And KeKe was just like very upset. She was like, I was hurt by that. And this is just me going off this, and this is allegedly. So Tisha said that she felt like Mel and Martell needed to know this because her cousin KeKe was coming to their home through her. So if I'm inviting my cousin to my friend's home, and my cousin, she said KeKe had issues at the time, okay? And my cousin has issues. To be totally honest, the only way I'm telling my friends about my cousin issues is if my cousin has sticky fingers and could remove an item from their home that don't belong to her. Or my cousin had an addiction that caused her to have sticky fingers. That's the only thing I can think that you would tell Martell and Melody about your cousin that's coming to their home. Like, y'all, my cousin got an addiction, and her addiction caused her to have a little sticky finger sometimes. I'm just giving y'all heads up before she comes to your house. Allegedly. This is my perspective of what I'm going off of what they said, because why else would she? Because she said that KeKe had an issue that they needed to know about before she came into their home. So that's the only thing I can think of, is that sticky fingers. Some type of a habit that will cause you to have sticky fingers. why else would you tell your friend something? I mean, I'm just trying to put two and two together. I could be wrong, okay? But I'm allegedly trying to put something together here. But Tisha was upset. She walked out. She called Kimmy and told Kimmy about the conversation. Kimmy was like, is that how it ended? So KeKe came up to Tisha and was like, so you talked to somebody else about me. And that was the end of it. But next week, it looked like they're going to have a bomb firecracker going off with everybody this and everybody that. So we will see. Don't forget to turn on your post notifications. Like, comment, and subscribe, y'all. Come on. I like to talk. I need somebody to talk back to me. And I want to give a shout out to a young lady named Katrina Nichols. Thank you, Katrina, for leaving me a message. I really appreciate it. Follow me on Chitchatwithinky. That's Instagram. Follow my daughter business page on Instagram, flame_unique, and her website, flameunique.com. And until next time, bye.